Whether it's a summer barbecue, a weekend camping trip, or just a quiet afternoon in the backyard, the game of horseshoes brings generations together. But there's more to this game than just tossing metal at a stake. Here are 10 amazing and little-known facts that will make you appreciate this classic game even more. Number 1. It all started with war horses. The origins of horseshoes as a game can be traced back to ancient Roman times. Soldiers would remove the worn horseshoes from their war horses and toss them in a makeshift game to pass the time while stationed at military outposts. It was essentially a simpler, less dangerous version of the discus throw, which was popular in Roman athletics. Since not all soldiers had access to real sporting equipment, discarded horseshoes became the perfect tool for entertainment, strategy, and even low-stakes gambling among the ranks. Over time, this battlefield boredom became a structured game with growing popularity. Number 2. It's been around for centuries. The game of horseshoes is one of the oldest outdoor recreational games still played today. Historical references to similar games go back over 2,000 years, with early versions played in both Europe and Asia. In medieval England, peasants played a variant using iron rings or shoes, often competing against royalty who played similar throwing games with expensive equipment. Horseshoes gained popularity across all social classes, spreading from rural villages to bustling cities. By the 1800s, it had become a common fixture in towns across America, passed down through generations as a timeless tradition. Number 3. The first official rules date back to the Civil War era. During the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, horseshoes became one of the go-to pastimes for soldiers. It was easy to set up, required minimal equipment, and offered a competitive edge that boosted morale. Soldiers began crafting their own rules based on what was fair and fun. After the war, these rules followed the veterans' home and spread throughout rural communities. Over the next few decades, horseshoe clubs started organizing tournaments, slowly paving the way toward today's standardized gameplay recognized by national associations. Number 4. Ringers are a big deal. In horseshoes, the most satisfying and valuable move is the ringer, when the horseshoe circles the stake completely. Scoring a ringer earns you 3 points and a whole lot of bragging rights. But it's not as easy as it sounds. The average player might hit one ringer every 6 to 10 throws, while professionals can get ringers 60 to 70% of the time. It takes precision, wrist control, and hours of practice to develop a consistent ringer shot. Spectators often cheer louder for a ringer than for a touchdown in backyard football. Number 5. There's a National Horseshoe Pitchers Association. Founded in 1926, the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association, NHPA, is the official governing body of the sport in the United States. It has thousands of members, hundreds of sanctioned tournaments, and an official rulebook that ensures consistency from casual games to national championships. The NHPA oversees everything from equipment standards to court dimensions and tournament regulations. Every year, they host the World Tournament, which attracts players of all skill levels, from juniors to seasoned champions. The NHPA's efforts help preserve the sport's legacy while introducing it to new generations. Number 6. World Record Madness. The game of horseshoes may be simple, but that doesn't mean it lacks record-breaking moments. Allen Francis, regarded as the greatest horseshoe pitcher of all time, holds the record for the most world championships, over 20 titles to his name. He also set the world record for most ringers in 1 hour, 1,526. That's more than 25 ringers per minute, or roughly 1 every 2.4 seconds, without stopping. His dominance is so extreme that many refer to him as the Michael Jordan of horseshoes. He's proof that this game rewards skill, endurance, and laser-like focus. Number 7. They don't use real horseshoes. Game horseshoes are not the same as the ones you'd find on a horse's hoof. In fact, they're specially crafted for pitching. Made from high-quality steel or iron and designed for balance, grip, and weight. Regulation horseshoes weigh between 2.5 and 2.75 pounds and must have a specific shape with open ends that point upward. The design ensures better control and spin during throws. Some are even powder-coated in bright colors to improve visibility and grip. Using real horseshoes in a match would throw off the balance and possibly your back. Number 8. It's a game of precision, not power. You might think that flinging the horseshoe with all your might is the key to winning. But in reality, it's all about finesse. Top players master the flip or turn technique, where the shoe rotates just right in the air and lands in position to snag the stake. Most players develop their own unique grip and release method, fine-tuned after hours of practice. A well-placed, gently arcing toss often outperforms a hard, direct throw. Like archery or darts, Horseshoes is all about repetition, muscle memory, and quiet concentration. Number 9, there's strategy behind the stakes. In an official court, the stakes are spaced 40 feet apart for men and 30 feet for women and juniors. But there's more to the game than just aiming for the center. Skilled players use tactics like blocking, where they place their shoe in front of the stake to disrupt the opponent's throw. Others attempt to bump the other player's shoe out of position. Angles, spin, timing, and even psychological tricks come into play. What looks like a laid-back backyard game is actually a chess match made of metal and dirt. Number 10. Backyard game. Olympic dream. While not yet an Olympic event, horseshoe pitching has been on the radar of international sports enthusiasts for decades. With established leagues in Canada, Australia, Sweden, and Japan, it's growing beyond American borders. The idea of seeing athletes from around the world competing for gold medals in horseshoes may sound far-fetched, but the infrastructure is already in place thanks to organizations like the NHPA. Plus, if curling and trampoline gymnastics can make the Olympic cut, why not horseshoes? All it takes is enough buzz and a few more ringers on the global stage. Which one of these amazing horseshoe facts surprised you the most? Ever scored a double ringer? Let us know in the comments. If you love games with history, skill, and backyard charm, subscribe, like, hit the notifications bell, and share this with someone who thinks they're the horseshoe king. Thanks for watching.